Hello, hello everyone to another episode of Affordably Cooking here on Affordably Crafty. I hope you enjoy this affordable recipe. Hey everyone, it's Kim from Affordably Crafty. Don't mind my cookies up there. I have a cookie monster in this house and his name is Steven Jr. If I don't put the cookies up there, they disappear like toot sweet fast. Sorry. If you're new here, hi. My name's Kim. And today on Affordably Cooking, we are going to be doing, I love roasted pumpkin seeds, but it's not fall, y'all. How can I get that similar taste all year? I'm going to show you how today on Affordably Cooking. And it's super cheap and uses something you would normally throw in the garbage. All right, if you're new here, welcome. My channel is all about teaching you how to stretch your craft dollar and be affordably crafty. Please like, share, and subscribe. Also, follow me on Instagram and join my Facebook group where I post about all my deals, steals, and freebies I find in my travels in the crafting world. All right, let's turn this around and see what we need for this recipe. Okay, for our recipe today, we are going to be using our friend, the spaghetti squash. Spaghetti squash is easily available in most supermarkets, and it's not too expensive. I think it costs $1.15 a pound. So this spaghetti squash, which is a pretty decent size, cost me $3.10. The only other things we're going to need for this recipe is olive oil and salt. I much prefer to use kosher salt just because it doesn't have added iodine and it's what I'm used to cooking with. So yeah, I'm going to show you how to roast these seeds. They're going to be amazing. And it gives you all year round, you can have the wonderful taste of pumpkin-like seeds for something you'd normally throw away. Yes, you can roast spaghetti squash seeds. And I'll also show you how to create faux spaghetti with this. So it's going to be like a 2 recipes in one thing. All right. I'll see you in a moment. Bye-bye. Okay. I'm going to be honest with you. This guy can be a little tough to get into. So make sure you don't hurt your hands. I am going to cut him down this way and then split him open. Biggest tip here, cut on either side of this thing. Don't try and cut through the stem. You're going to be fighting for a while, so I usually cut like right here because I can still get into it. And then once I'm into the spaghetti squash, I'll see you back here in a moment. As you can see here, I did exactly what I told you not to do, which is cut in the middle of the stem. So this is open. This is the flesh of the spaghetti squash. So this is not going to be peeled or anything like that. Yay! And we're going to scoop out the middle. I will show you my tool that I love to use with that. Hold on one moment. Nothing super fancy. It's just a nice metallic melon baller, and I tend to use the bigger side. So what I'm going to do is scoop out all these seeds, put them in a bowl on the side, and then I'm going to show you what I do with them. Now you don't have to use a melon baller, but that's just what I prefer to use, and any of the hardware I use in these videos will be linked down below if you guys are so interested. Yep, so be back in a minute once I get out all these seeds. Yeah, okay, so these are the seeds from 1/2 of that spaghetti squash. So as you can see, I've hollowed it out. And you're going to notice when you start doing this that it's like a darker yellow color, which is in the middle, and it's a little bit slimy. This is really not. So you're just going to take out all that stuff out of the middle. And what I do is I'm going to go through and pick off the seeds. Now this is not anywhere as messy as pumpkins are. So for those that are sensory averse. So I'm going to take them out and I'm going to put them into a strainer and then I'll show you what I'm going to do with them. Okay, so I have picked out all the seeds. This is what I have left from the middle. This will go in the compost pile. And what I'm going to do now is I just took this is the other bowl I got from my grandmother's kitchen. Love, 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 love. I'm just taking my strainer, put the spaghetti squash seeds in there, and I tried to rub off as much of this stuff as I could when I was taking it apart. A couple seeds did get sliced in half, but just put those on the side. Don't put them in the oven. They're going to burn. Bad idea. And what I'm going to do, if you see, there's like a little bit of a film on them. And what I'm going to do is just rub them to try and get rid of the rest of this stuff to come off as much as I can. You don't have to be crazy about it. We're just going to try and rub them as clean as we can. And this will help it to cook a little better. And then I'm going to, not throw the seeds in the discard pile like I just did. Once I get through all that, and you see I'm just taking off the rest of the schmutz, see? The other part of the thing. And then once I get a seed clean, I can put it on the side over here if I want to. Really depends on what your system is. So I'm going to clean all these off, and then I'll be back. If you happen to have a really small seed like this, it's like a lot smaller than the other ones, you're going to want to discard that because it's just going to get burnt. All right, I'm almost done with this. See you in a moment. Okay, once you have all these degunked, make sure that you take the strainer and hold it over the water like this so that you get all the gunky pieces out, so you don't put your just cleaned off things back in here with the gunk still in it. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put all these in here and shake them out a little bit, because my next goal is to get as much of this water off of this as I can. And so for that, my tools are going to be the strainer, and let me grab the other thing. Okay, so now that we got a bunch of that excess water by just shaking it out in there for a little bit, we're going to take 2 of my very simple double crochet kitchen cloths, and we're going to put this on top of this. Everybody out. And we are going to, hang tight, spread this out into an even layer so that we don't have any friends on top of each other. This is the way we're going to be successful with drying these things off. So just spread those into an even layer. How are we doing? Okay. Now once we've accomplished that, we're going to take another one and sandwich it together. And then we're going to start pressing. You don't have to be really heavy about the pressing. We're not trying to bust the seeds open. We're just trying to get as much of the liquid off as we can so that these come out nice and crispy. Nobody likes a soggy roasted seed, right? All right, let's see how that is. Oh yeah, they're getting pretty dry. All right. Then what I usually do is flip this over to the, stray seed, get in there, to the other side, and then press down a little bit more. And that is my trick for drying off these seeds, folks. Because if they're dry, they're going to get crispier. Oh yeah, much better. That's pretty good. All right, so now what we're going to do, we're going to take the, pardon me, pink bowl, and, oops, let me take all the water out of the bottom, because that's, again, defeating the point of what we just did. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And I am going to put these back in the bowl. They're not going to be like 100% dry. They're just going to be drier, if that makes sense. You just don't want them to be soggy wet when they go in there, because then they're going to steam and it's going to be all weird. Trust me. Yeah, putting them into my grandma's bowl. And then what we're going to do is, to be honest with you, I'm not going to measure this because it's going to depend on how many seeds you have. Now, that doesn't seem like a lot, but it's a real tasty snack, I have to tell you. All right, we're going to take some olive oil. We're going to drizzle it in. We'll see how much that is. Let me grab a spoon, guys. If I was more prepared. Sorry. Okay, take our spoon. Zhuzh that around. Make sure all your seeds have olive oil on them. This avoids burnt seeds. And then we're going to take our kosher salt, and we're going to do maybe 2 medium-sized pinches on there. I know it seems like a lot, but that's going to really bring the flavor out. I mean, if you don't want to use salt, you don't have to. This is when you can put any seasoning on that you want to. Let me grab the pan. Oh, hold on a second. Okay, so this is the shallower pan that goes with the pan I used for my roasted garlic bulb heads. And this, again, can fit in your toaster oven. Super big warning. Do not walk away from this. This is not the project that you put in the oven and go do a bunch of stuff and come back. You will get burnt seeds, okay? You will get burnt seeds. Don't do it. Don't do it. Trust me, I've had it happen to me before. So what we're going to do, we're going to put the oven, I already have the oven on 400 degrees because I'm filming my white bean dip recipe, link down below on my playlist, at the same time as this one because, hey, electricity is expensive. Plus I have small children, so I do this when I can. All right, so that's my spiel about this. Don't walk away. So I'm gonna check this at 5 minutes, 10 minutes, every 5 minutes basically. And so what we're gonna do, we're gonna put these on here. And you really need to make sure these are spread out into a layer where they're not on top of each other. Otherwise, this is not gonna work. You're gonna get steamed seeds. It's gonna be disgusting. We don't want disgusting seeds. We want nice, crispy, yumbo seeds, right? Yummy, yummy, yummy in my tummy. This is gonna be so good and it's not full. Y'all. Y'all. Okay, oops, we got some more in there. Let me get the rest of that out of there and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is all spread out in a single layer. They all have kind of like olive oil on them. Now it's gonna go in the oven. I'm gonna check it every 5 minutes. Oh my God, my house smells so good, like garlic. All right, get in there. Which is gonna give me just enough time to put these bad boys in the oven. Okay, so the only thing I'm gonna need to do to prep this for the oven is get a fork. Get your frustrations out on your spaghetti squash. You're gonna poke it. I usually do like 3 times each spaghetti squash. Ooh. And get out of there. I honestly don't know why I do this. It just kind of makes it cook a little faster as far as I've found. Okay, whoops, I just poked my phone with my fork. Now you're gonna get out a glass baking dish that's big enough so that these can lay flat. Hold on one second. Okay, I've put these cut side down in an 11 by 15 baking dish, but literally whatever makes this fit. You don't want them like this, that's a problem. You want them flat, okay? And then we're gonna put water on the bottom. Like that's probably plenty. You're basically just gonna be like steaming these on the inside. So the water will get in there basically. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put them in the oven at 400 degrees for a half an hour and then come back and check them. Yes, I do realize that one is bigger than this one, but what are you gonna do? It's cooking, it's not baking, so we don't have to make it an exact science. It's more fun. Okay, I'm gonna put these in the oven and I'll be back with you in a little bit. Bye-bye. Yep, and my son needed help, so look what just happened. Batch number 2. Good thing I bought 2 spaghetti squashes. Irritated at myself. Don't walk away, I said. I said don't walk away, Kim, and you walked away. Attempt number 2. This is what the butternut squash looks when it's done. Looks like when it's done. Okay, we're gonna take our trusty fork, and you're gonna know it's done, because when I do this, it slides right through like butter, folks. Why, may you ask, is this called spaghetti squash? Look, I'm gonna run my fork down. Oop, it comes out like spaghetti strands. And literally that's it. I take it out of the squash, I put it in a bowl. You can heat up some raw spaghetti sauce, or I've even put in just like margarine, butter, whatever on this. Little salt, pepper, and Parmesan cheese if you want to make it not vegan. Or just tomato sauce, or whatever sauce you please. And then you've got a low carb, yummy tasty dinner. Here we have batch number 2 of the seeds all done nice and brown. Not black like before, Kim. And I'm gonna just put these into one of my favorite reuses from the market. This is La Fermier. And this is yogurt that actually comes in a clay pot. Sometimes they have special colors of this. This is the regular color. I think now for spring they have possibly yellow and green, I don't remember. But yeah, I get these when they're on sale and then reuse this for DIY projects or stuff around the house. So I'm just gonna put my seeds into that. And I mean, this is 1 spaghetti squash. It's enough for a nice little snack. Now, unfortunately, I'm the only one in this house who eats these. So, let me know what you would put on these. What spices or whatnot you think should go onto these seeds. Let me know if you end up roasting up some spaghetti squash seeds or something else. I'm gonna try one of these here. Yum. Oh my God, nice and crunchy. such a good taste, even just with olive oil and salt. Oh my god, so good. I'm gonna eat the snack. You guys enjoy making these. Please like, share, and subscribe so your friends can learn how to be affordably crafty and cooking. Have a creative day, everyone. Bye-bye.